Hi everyone and welcome. I'm your commissioner here, Daryl Hanson. What I'm bringing to you guys is the end of the 1996 playoff season, our inaugural year of Any Given Weekday football. We got 4 teams facing off in the NFC and AFC championship matchups. 2 teams in South Florida. Marshall Faulk and the Miami Dolphins are facing off against Barry Sanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. It's going to be a nice game down in South Florida. And then up north, we got Terrell Davis and the Green Bay Packers facing off against Emmitt Smith and the St. Louis Rams. It's going to be a nice game between both of them. I'm bringing to you guys the money down presentation of Any Given Weekday football. Let's head on down to South Florida.
This is the AFC Championship. Good old Miami Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. As you can see, this stadium is lit tonight with a whole lot of action. Team wins, heads to the Super Bowl. We've got the 14-3 Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the amazing, stifling 15-2 Miami Dolphins.
As we look to opening kickoff, let's check out the quarterbacks from both teams. Kerry Collins with the Miami Dolphins, 3,600 passing yards. Steve McNair, 3,900 on his offensive tenure with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Touchdowns to interception ratio is what separates. But check out the first play of the game. Literally on the first snap, Willie McGinnis gets through for a sack on Steve McNair. He was not expecting that pass rush to come through on the first play, and it did, getting home immediately. On the second play, right afterwards, 2nd and 21, how about a 3rd and 30?
Feels pressure again, and he comes right through another sack. 3rd and 30 from the 6-yard line. They're trying to make sure that they come away with this win. 2nd and 10 from the 48, motion right. Kerry Collins dumps it off to tight end Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp runs, gains about 15 yards.
Jacksonville's defense ends up stepping up and stopping the Dolphins at midfield.
Drops back and is blocked. Field goal blocked. The Jacksonville Jaguars blocks the first field goal. They can't even put any points on the board.
For any team looking to make it to the Super Bowl, special teams is going to be a very important factor as they block that kick.
As too many of those is going to hurt the team today. 1st and 10, he has plenty of time. Hits up Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders break past one person, jukes another defender midfield. Steve McNair hits his receiver again on a crossing route. Runs a quick pass, hits his receiver on a quick out route. Actually, that's his tight end. Let's see if they snap the ball, and they do. A fake play action. And he hits his receiver, Keyshawn Johnson, who almost gets a touchdown. Barry Sanders gets the inside zone, and he's taken down more. It might be better. As he gets another hand, come out again, and they run it for a 3rd time, as Barry Sanders can't get anything. This defensive lineman for the Dolphins is humming.
A strong goal line performance from the Dolphins defense, and the Jaguars decide to go for it. Let's see what happens on the next play.
Well, slow motion from Keyshawn Johnson at the top of the screen as they get a wide receiver. He lofts it up, and the wide receiver doesn't catch it. It's knocked out by Rod Woodson. The Dolphins get the ball at the 1-yard line as they run it with Marshall Faulk, who can't get tackled down at the back line, and he gets off. 99 rushing yards immediately. And he tries to go crazy. Touchdown!
Jaguars go for it 4 times and pay. Check out this run by Marshall Faulk, who spins and embarrasses the defender.
Dolphins up 10-0. Coach Tyrello will see if he can get his team together. So this is the halftime report for your 1996 AFC Championship game. Marshall Faulk takes the ball 99 yards after the Jaguars offense go for it on 4 plays and can't get anything. Barry Sanders is trying to do his best out there. Long differential in it between these running backs as Marshall Faulk popped one long one off for 99 yards. That pushed him at 5 rushes for 111, as Barry got 4 carries for 16 yards on the day. So Marshall Faulk got 110 total yards today, but 107 on the ground. As Kerry Collins comes out, runs it again. Marshall Faulk spins, and he breaks another one as he's going 71 yards for a long Miami Dolphins touchdown. That puts the Dolphins up 17-0 in this AFC Championship. And Marshall Faulk is putting the team on his back, spinning and juking defenders left and right. There's nothing they can do as this running back is running home. Running man.
Don't celebrate the 17-point lead too early.
They're in trouble. And it's picked off. Just when he thought he had Marvin Harrison Sr., Kerry Collins gets snagged. That's Bobby Taylor, cornerback, number 21.
First, a blocked field goal. Second, an interception. The defensive special teams is picking up this Jaguars. The offense needs to step up next. Let's see what they could do on their next drive as they get the ball handed off to Barry Sanders.
Barry this time who spins himself, and he breaks away. Barry Sanders running this ball all the way home for a good 48-yard touchdown. Jacksonville, they're now down by 10 following this field goal. Talk about a spin in the hurdle.
As we come to an end of the third quarter, Miami has a 10-point lead over the Jacksonville Jaguars as these running backs are putting on a cycle clinic, spinning all over defenders. Barry Sanders even got himself a hurdle.
Fourth quarter. Carey motions out, hits his receiver. The receiver catches it, but it's 4th and inches. And Barry Sanders peels out, jukes past 3 defenders, and he gets 14 yards. Steve McNair drops back, finds his receiver, Keyshawn Johnson. After the TV timeout, Steve McNair hits his receiver. Isaac Bruce breaks past 1 defender, goes for the touchdown after putting up 0 in the first, brings the scores to 17-14. Just when the defender had him, he couldn't cover him because the season is on the line as they throw a screen to Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk gets a chip block and he trucks on the defender and gets the first down. This game is likely iced. This team has eyes and hopes set on a Super Bowl. From the Dolphins, they hand it off to Marshall Faulk. He breaks past the middle, breaks past 2 defenders, and he gets down 9 yards on a carry. Game, and the Miami Dolphins will make it to the first Super Bowl.
Jacksonville tried to come back, but it was too late as Marshall Faulk ran all over the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, plowing through everybody. The Guppies come away with the win, make it to their first Super Bowl in the inaugural year of the Any Given Weekday League. Let's head on up north to Lambeau Field. Check out this snowy game that we got presenting to you guys in the NFC
Championship. It's a snow game, a winter wonderland at Lambeau Field as Brett Favre and Terrell Davis gets ready to take on Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. Coach Marsh with a 13-4 record team, and the St. Louis Rams get ready to face off against the 17-0 Green Bay Packers.
Check out the offenses for both teams as the St. Louis Rams has Troy Aikman and Green Bay Packers have Brett Favre. Both quarterbacks has 4,200 passing yards with 40 touchdowns and a low interception rate.
The returner runs it, breaks pass, and instead of hitting the outside Green Bay Packers defense, Troy Aikman hits his receiver on the first play, gains 17 yards, wasting no time coming right at them. Troy Aikman calls a motion left side. Eric Metcalf as Emmitt Smith gets the ball. He trucks 1 defender, trucks another defender, boom! First down on the first carry, 17 yards as Emmitt Smith comes running angry, dashing through the snow. Rams motion right, outside handoff to Emmitt Smith, breaks 1 tackle, spins off, and he dashes away, shoots past another defender for a touchdown. Rams coming out firing. Easy first touchdown on the first drive.
The Rams came out punching, fighting, breaking tackles, ankles, all the above, doing everything they needed and had to get this first touchdown on the first drive. Let's get ready to see the Packers.
3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line. Brett Favre finds his receiver 82 wide open as he runs the out route all across.
The game begins to stall with highlights as that was the last thing that we saw for about a quarter and a half. But in the meantime, we're going to get some excitement from Michael Strahan on the Rams defense coming in, sacking Brett Favre. And right after that, look what Brett Favre decides to do.
Brett Favre finds his receiver wide open. Tim Brown races away. The 10, the 5, touchdown. Green Bay get back on the board after trailing 13-3. They make it 9-3.
Nearly 2 quarters of offensive play before we saw this dagger to Tim Brown. Let's check out Emmitt Smith. He's got 125 yards in just the first 2 quarters.
As Emmitt Smith gets the first carry, almost tackled down on the back foot as he trucks a defender, and he gains an extra 11 yards. As Brett Favre drops back, sacked for a fumble. Reggie White gets a strip sack as the Packers score again, back-to-back by Reggie White on Troy Aikman. And that ball just came right through.
Momentum is shifting in Lambeau Stadium as they were just trailing 13-3, and in 30 seconds they put up 2 touchdowns, bringing the score to 17-13. The Rams trying to do their best to move the ball down the field, but they can't. Packers defense is all over the place.
Haywire, Reggie White wrecking the game. Snow is continuing to fall down. Brett Favre surveys the field, hits his receiver 82 wide open down the middle. There's no safety there for help as he runs a good 63-yard touchdown. Green Bay, after trailing 13-3, they make their way back into this game, and it's now 23-13. Just that quick. A touchdown from Tim Brown, a touchdown after a strip sack from Reggie White, and another touchdown as Brett Favre hits his receiver for a long 63-yard touchdown to give them the lead. As Emmitt Smith gets the run, as he runs past, trucks another defender, stiff arms the other one, and he's angry. He's running all the way to 10 to 5, and he showboats his way for a touchdown. Talk about I can score too. I'm dashing through the snow, I'm giddying up, and I'm putting the Rams on my back. Emmitt Smith runs the ball, gets the team back into the game. Talk about a 20 to 24 ball game. Electricity. That's all I have to say. Electricity, man. Get your popcorn ready because it's not over. This game is not over yet. As he hits his receiver who breaks away for another touchdown. There was only 4 seconds left. 4 seconds was all he needed. As the receiver, Michael Bates scores his second touchdown of the day. Go Pack Go. Brett Favre is showing why he had a 45 touchdown, 0 interception season. Stiff arming defender as he dumps it off to 82 Michael Bates, running in for a touchdown. There's so many highlights, I can't keep up. Troy Aikman, only 31 yards today. Brett Favre, 269 and 3 TDs. Emmitt Smith has 197 rushing yards, but 2 TDs. Tell you what, these teams are fighting. Finds his receiver, Terrell Davis, open on the screen. The linebacker can't catch him as he breaks away for a long 30 yards reception. And scary for them. Troy Aikman finds a receiver. He gets it. As Troy drops back again, hits Herman Moore for a second time. Single back formation, toss. A chip block as he gets pancaked. Emmitt Smith jukes a defender, spins off another one. As he hits Herman Moore again, he catches it on the sideline this time. First and goal from the 7-yard line, but Green Bay challenged it. Did he get his feet down? They're going to have to take this one up to New York. Let's see what happens. Herman Moore, he does get 2 feet in by the looks of it. 7-yard line. They run it with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith instead cuts it back inside, stiff arms the defender, gains another touchdown. Talk about trying to find your way in the game. Yeah, Brett Favre finds the receiver and he throws an interception. The Packers throw their first interception of the year. He threw 45 touchdowns and 0 interceptions and throws one in the wrong game. Ken Irvin from the Rams pick off the legendary Brett Favre. Want to show that they're worthy of a Super Bowl win. They need to stop. As he get another interception, but a penalty. Oh no! Pass interference. Just when you thought they had the game and intercepted Brett Favre for his second interception of the year in the NFC Championship. And Terrell Davis gets a run again, breaks the tackle. As they throw a toss and Terrell Davis runs this home. Sayonara as he runs through the snow, finishing the game, gritties his way all the way through the end zone. Terrell Davis calls game. You've never seen him show them moves on his feet. But that outside handoff was all they needed. Peace, love, and goodbye. Packers able to extend the lead by 12, but check out this run by Emmitt Smith, who swerves around the defense, breaking all the way down to the 15-yard line, stiff-arming the defender out of bounds, and then Troy Aikman on the next play launches it up to his secondary running back, Eric Metcalf, who catches the ball for a touchdown. Now they need an onside kick. Onside kick taken off, and then hands team for the Packers do their job. 38-33 is the end of the NFC Conference Championship game. Coach MB gets his Packers, Cheeseheads, go Pack go, as they head to the first Super Bowl in the inaugural year of Any Given Weekday. Their opponents in the Super Bowl is the Miami Dolphins, as they just took down the Jacksonville Jaguars in the first AFC Conference Championship game. Let's check out some highlights from the rest of the day, man. The momentum-changing sack. Reggie White causing this strip sack that led to a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. This flipped the game right over in St. Louis. And then the spin from Marshall Faulk, man. Oh my gosh, he put on a clinic against the Jacksonville Jaguars, running away for a long 99-yard touchdown after the Jaguars hurt themselves by going for it 4 times in a row in red zone territory, thinking that they had enough time to try to change momentum. And then Emmitt Smith, trucking, plowing, stiff-arming, doing all he can, racing away, dashing in the snow. But at the end of the day, the St. Louis Rams were sent home with nothing but bags. Check out this run and hurdle from Barry Sanders as he spins and hop over defender, trying to get the Jaguars back into the game, but it wasn't enough. Both of these running backs were running hard, but it just wasn't enough as their teams fell short. Brett Favre dicing up,
threw his first pair of interceptions today. One of them was called back because of a pass interference penalty. But in the meantime, Brett Favre threw 45 touchdowns and threw his first 2 interceptions in an NFC Conference Championship final matchup. Next time we come back to you guys, it'll be Super Bowl 1 here at Any Given Weekday, the inaugural season. I'm your commissioner, Daryl Hanson. I hope you guys enjoyed this matchup, these games, the play calling, commentating, and all. This is the 1996 playoff picture, Miami versus Green Bay.